Okay, we are going to our usual, see what we have here. I have to open it now, and so I'll just go to right here. Okay, so again, this is online, and please do not write anything down, and just sit down, relax, and appreciate God's blessings upon us. Okay, so so this is the 19th prime of the type where a prime is equal to a pair of primes, a product of pair of primes minus 2. So what is a product of pair of primes? Is a semi-prime. Okay, so a semi-prime, if you subtract 2 from it, then you're going to get another prime. So these are these type of primes with this property. And so the 19th prime of the form P equal to P1 times P2 minus 2 is 167. So you can immediately recognize that, because if I add 2 to 167, I'm going to get 169, and 169 is 13 times 13. Okay? So it happens that 167th Gaussian prime is 2179. You immediately recognize 2179 because it has the same digits as 9127. Okay? And it happens that 2179 is the 195th regular prime. Okay. And so underline, because this is new information that God has revealed to us. So we just go down and tell you about this. 195 is the 19th Sphenic number. Know the Sphenic number is a triprime with 3 distinct prime factors, i.e., 195 is 3 times 5 times 13. Okay? You have triprimes that the factors are not distinct, like 8. 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 is repeated 3 times. But in this case, they're not repeated any of these. So these are called Sphenic numbers. Okay. So 195 is the numerical value of the initial kaf, ha, ya, ayn, sad in chapter 19. And I wrote it down here, spelled it out, in Surah 19. So 195 is equal to 20 plus 5 plus 10 plus 70 plus 90, which is 195. Okay? And so I broke up the Arabic letters, kaf, ha, ya, ayn, sad. Okay? And so, and I also put it here. Somebody suggested for me to put it here because people may not understand Arabic. So it doesn't matter. But anyway, kaf, ha, ya, ayn, sad. That's how they're pronounced. Those letters, those alphabets. Okay. Okay. So 150 happens to be the 114th composite, and 114 is the number of chapters in the Quran. Okay. By the way, 150 actually I missed it here because I have to add something after that, and I will do it and reload it again. 150 actually happens to be the index of composite 195. Okay, so 195 happens to be the 150th composite, and 150th composite is index is 114, and 150 is a composite is index is 114, which means that it actually generates the number of chapters in the Quran. 195th superprime is 9619. So what is a superprime? A superprime is a prime that's index is also a prime. Okay? The index of 9619 is 1187, but the 1187 is also a prime and its index is 195. So 195th superprime by this definition becomes 9619, and chapter 96 has 19 verses. Okay? So now if you want to learn more about 195, you just click here and you search for 195 in this long thing, and it has all of this information about it. Okay? So you just keep clicking on it, and it gives you more information. More information here. Okay? I said 150th composite is 195, which I forgot to put there. But anyway, so but it's there. Okay? That's my point. And so oops. So anyway, so as I said, all of this information is available. Okay, it's more stuff here about 195, and more stuff again, and so the other thing that I was going to tell you also about about 2197. I'm sorry, 2179. Okay, there it is. 2179 actually. The 19th permutation of 2179 happens to be non-127. Okay, so in that case, this number again generates 9 having 127 verses. It also tells you in the meantime that 96 is supposed to have 19 verses. Okay, so in other words, it tells you that look, if the first revelation of the Quran, which is chapter 96, and we are generating that fact that 96 is actually 19 verses, and everybody agrees on that. If that's the case, then the same mathematics tells you that 9 is supposed to have 127 verses. Okay? No buts, ifs, or ands. And this is the way to succeed. This is the way to recognize who God is. Otherwise, we cannot succeed in this world. A lot of people don't realize this. Okay? If one rejects this thing, you don't learn, you don't understand God, you complain about God, and He endures, okay? And He tolerates. He tolerates our disbelief, He tolerates our lack of understanding. As I said, there are some people who are scientists, they don't even say hi back to you. They don't even look at you. Okay? Because they don't think that you are in the same category as they are. Okay? If they have a higher degree, than you, then they don't even talk to you. Because you are in their frame of references, whatever it is, they think they are superior to you. And here is God, okay? And dealing with all of these nonsense, as I said. And then He's being accused of everything. Okay? Without us really understanding what's going on. And that's really the sad part about this whole thing. And so again, as I said, we should learn, we should put our trust in Him, and we should seek refuge in Him, try to think about Him than other things in our lives. Because if we do that, those other things will take over our being. And then when it does happen that way, then we're going to be in a big mess. Okay? So again, we are grateful to God for having this and open up our eyes, and actually it's magnifying God in our minds all the time. The greatness, there is no end to His greatness. Okay? It's absolutely amazing as we learn more and more. Okay, I'm going to stop here and we'll finish our Jum'ah. Allah al-Kabir.